right, welcome back to the Post-Gazette Sports YouTube channel. It is another episode of our Athlete of the Week show, and I am with our Boys Athlete of the Week from West Allegheny. It is Alex Aivalotis, and he is our Boys Athlete of the Week, as I said, and it is a swimmer for the first time this season, and it's about time we picked one of our swimming stars of the WPIAL. So, Alex, thank you for joining us, man.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Of course. So, Alex, you just got back yesterday from a trip down south to Texas. Am I right?
I did.
How was that down in Austin, competing in the Pro Swim Series tournament? Right? How was it?
Yeah, it was incredible. Honestly, it's the times and my actual swims weren't the best, but overall, I executed them well. The times just weren't where I wanted, but the experience was just unforgettable. I mean, I'm standing on deck with the greats, everyone knows Ledecky, Caeleb, Dressel, all the greats, and I'm just standing and swimming right next to them. It's
crazy.
Just something I'll never forget.
Yeah. So for the people who don't know about this, how this TYR Pro Swim Series, how do you even, get the chance to qualify and get the chance to compete as a high school senior with, names like these Olympic champions?
Yeah, it's just we have local meets or championship meets, whatever. As long as you hit the certain qualification time that was set for that meet, you can go and compete against these guys.
And so which events did you get the chance to compete in at this
series? I qualified for the 100 breaststroke, and qualifying for the hundreds means you get to swim the 50s as well. So I swam the 50 and 100 breaststroke down there, and then I also time trialed the 50 fly.
Okay. And so even though you said you maybe didn't post the best times of your career, what would you say, how would you feel about your performance overall down there?
Honestly, I think I performed really well considering all the factors. I wasn't feeling the best going into it. I unfortunately got sick the 2 weeks prior, and that messed up my preparation. And when I got there, I was just like a deer in headlights. I was just blown away just by looking next to me, and I'm like, whoa, I'm standing next to these guys. But my actual swims, I feel like I executed them well. I was just lacking some of the power and endurance that I needed for those races, because I've been for the swimmers out there who know, summer is usually our long course season and winter is usually our short course season. And this is a long course meet, and it's smack dab in the middle of winter. So I haven't swam a long course meet in about 6 months. So, and I obviously haven't been training for that. So with the times I hit and everything, I'm really happy with it.
Yeah, and so you've also had some other big meets earlier in this season, both with your club and with the team, with West Allegheny, of course. So as far as your club goes, you got to compete with the Junior Nationals, right, just last month in mid-December. So how did that tournament go for you in Indiana?
Yeah, that went really well. Again, the times weren't where I wanted, but the performances and stuff were really well. I executed all of the fine details really great, I think. My teammates did great too. We all did. We had tons of finalists and everything. And our biggest thing was in the 200 free relay, we ended up medaling. We got 8th. So top 8 in the relays get a medal. So that was incredible. That's my first ever legitimate USA swimming medal from a championship meet. So it was just really special to get that medal alongside some of the greatest freestylers from our area.
Yeah, and what's the name of your club that you got to bring that medal home? So what does that stand for?
Pittsburgh Elite Aquatics.
Cool. All right, so maybe the first of many medals you get to bring back home for them.
Hopefully.
Yeah, and so also you got a couple medals last season at the WPIAL championships as well, coming in 4th place in the 100 fly, and second place, silver medal in the 100 breaststroke as well, right? So one of the leading candidates, one of the leading favorites to try to, get to the top of the podium and take home the gold this year, right? Is that something that's been on your mind going into the season this year?
Yeah, definitely. That's been a goal for a few years now, is get to stand up there with the gold medal around my neck at States and WPIALs.
So you're thinking not just the WPIAL title, but you're thinking that state title as well. You think that's something that's attainable this year?
Yeah, I definitely think it's something obtainable. I definitely think we can get the job done.
And then, I mean, you're right there in both events, right? The fly and the breaststroke. If you had to pick one or the other, which one would you say is your go-to?
The breaststroke.
That's what I thought.
That's the one I've kept the same. I'm thinking about changing up my second event for this year again.
You're doing go ahead.
Yeah, I'm thinking of doing the 50 freestyle this year.
Okay. Gotcha. But the breaststroke, has that always just kind of been your go-to ever since you were young?
Yeah. No, not since I was young. I only recently became a breaststroker within the past 3 or 4 years. I got a private lesson from an Olympian. His name is Cody Miller. And I was a 50 freestyler back then. And he told me, dude, you're a breaststroker. And then ever from that moment, it just changed.
Why do you think that is? Did he tell you any secrets or anything?
Yeah, he gave me a few.
Particular?
Yeah, he gave me a few tips on my pull and my kick and everything. And it's just the way my hips rotated. He was like, "Yeah, dude, you're gonna be a breaststroker. Just wait." And then the next meet I went to after that, I dropped 8 seconds in my 100 press, and then it just kept going from there.
Gotcha. Seems to be paying off for you then, man. And so also, so you seem to be, putting up some big time or some really good times. You had the 100 breast at the West Allegheny Christmas Invitational, almost put up the PR, right? 57:01 there, but it's all about trying to peak at the right time and trying to get ready for the postseason here coming up just around the corner, right, next month. So is that kind of the main goal? Trying to set those PRs at the WPIAL meet and at the state meet?
Yeah, definitely. That's something I'd like to do. I'd like to lower my PB and my team record down a little bit. Hopefully, this is a long shot, but I could snag the WPIAL record. Hopefully, I've got I met an Olympian down there, and he wants me to take the state record. So down in Austin, I mean. So
yeah, I think it can be done. And the 100 breast, that's what you're shooting for, state record?
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, that's the big dream.
Okay. Well, other than outside of swimming, what do you kind of like to do in your spare time when you're not in the pool?
Well, I run a YouTube channel. I have a vlog.
So this is not your first time. This won't be your first time on YouTube.
No, I have a whole channel where I go around and I vlog myself at my swim meets and stuff. Just show everyone what it's like to be a competitive swimmer and to be at these meets and places. Just so they can get a glimpse at the life of a swimmer.
It's awesome.
And then I don't really do a whole lot. I just work out. I study I study my races and some other Olympians and stuff. Try to pick up any tips. Play some video games and stuff.
Okay. What's your favorite game to play?
Ooh, lately it's been F1 25. I'm a big F1 fan. But all time it's been Fortnite. It's always been there for me. Me and my friends have so many great memories just playing it. Yeah. So
gotcha. And what is one? Do you have a prized possession that you can't live without?
Ooh, prized possession. Let me think about that one. Ooh, probably my stuffed animal that one of my good friends, she's my honorary grandma. She got it for me years and years ago. I take him with me to all my meets and stuff. It's just a good luck charm.
Yeah.
I can't swim fast without him.
All right. Well, you heard it here first. Alex Aivalotis, West Allegheny swimming star, coming for that WPIAL and state title, and he's your Boys Athlete of the Week. Thanks for joining us, Alex.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for checking out this content from Post-Gazette Sports. If you watch this video on YouTube, please like the video and subscribe to our channel. For all of the sports coverage the Post-Gazette has to offer, visit post-gazette.com.